Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where bold marketing claims meet the sharp edge of reality, where spec sheets get tested against what actually matters to real drivers, and where every car, whether it's a budget commuter or a high-performance off-road beast, has to prove if it truly deserves the hype. Today, we're diving into something that's been on every enthusiast's radar for months now. The 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor R. This is Ford's apex predator in the pickup world, the truck that doesn't just talk about performance but backs it up with raw power, desert racing DNA, and a presence that refuses to be ignored. It's the ultimate expression of Ford's Built Ford Tough slogan, but in 2026, Ford has dialed things up to a level that even last year's Raptor can't touch. So let's break it all down and see if this monster really earns its crown. Exterior. The first thing that strikes you about the Raptor R is the front end, and honestly, it's hard not to. This truck doesn't whisper its intentions up, it roars them before you've even hit the ignition. The grille is massive, with the bold Ford block lettering stretched across it like a battle flag. Ford's designers have sharpened the details for 2026, giving it more aggressive LED lighting signatures that curve and slice with a menacing glare. The headlights are slimmer but more powerful, casting a crisp white beam that looks futuristic yet rugged. Down low, you've got a steel front bumper designed not just for looks but for function, with integrated tow hooks, skid plates, and air intakes that help feed that supercharged beast under the hood. The hood itself features a prominent power dome with functional heat extractors, reminding you at every glance that there's something brutal waiting to be unleashed. Swinging to the side, the Raptor R carries that stance like no other truck in the segment. The widened fenders flare out aggressively to accommodate massive 37-inch all-terrain tires, wrapped around beadlock-capable wheels that are ready for desert racing or just making the highway look small beneath them. The suspension travel is immediately noticeable, sitting higher and prouder than a standard F-150. For 2026, Ford refined the suspension geometry even more, giving it improved articulation and better control at high speeds. The side profile is long, muscular, and unashamedly utilitarian, but in a way that looks like it belongs in a Baja race rather than just a job site. You'll notice the blacked-out trim, the optional carbon fiber accents, and of course, the Raptor R badging that lets everyone know this isn't just a regular Raptor. The running boards are rugged and functional, designed to take abuse from rocks and dirt without flinching. At the rear, Ford hasn't held back either. The tailgate features bold Raptor R graphics, and the taillights have been resculpted to deliver a modern but rugged look with C-shaped LED accents. The bumper is just as tough as the front, with tow hooks, sensors, and a trailer hitch built in. Dual exhaust outlets spoke out aggressively, tuned not only for performance but to announce that 5.2-liter supercharged V8 with the kind of soundtrack you just don't get in most modern trucks. The bed itself is practical, offering Ford's Pro Power onboard system that can turn the truck into a mobile generator, or something campers, workers, and off-road enthusiasts all appreciate. From the rear, the truck is wide, planted, and muscular, giving off the same impression as a heavyweight boxer standing ready in the ring. Interior. Climb inside, and the 2026 Raptor R greets you with a cabin that manages to balance rugged utility with premium performance cues. Ford didn't just throw in some fancy materials and call it a die. They've created an environment that feels both durable and exclusive. You're greeted by Recaro sport seats trimmed in leather and suede, bolstered to keep you planted when you're bouncing across dunes or carving up a back road. Contrast stitching, carbon fiber accents, and Raptor R logos remind you constantly of this truck's pedigree. The steering wheel is thick and wrapped in leather with the center stripe at the top, giving it that race-inspired feel. Paddle shifters are mounted behind it, ready for manual control of that 10-speed automatic transmission. Front and center is Ford's massive 15.5-inch infotainment screen running the latest sync software, complete with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Ford's off-road telemetry. You can monitor suspension articulation, pitch and roll angles, tire pressure, and even drivetrain power distribution in real time. Behind the wheel, A fully digital 12-inch cluster brings customizable performance readouts and drive mode animations to life. The cabin is roomy, with rear seats that can fold flat for storage, USB ports everywhere, and a Bang & Olufsen premium sound system that has enough clarity to cut through even the roar of that V8. And speaking of that V8, let's talk about performance, because this is where the Raptor R goes from being just another off-road pickup to something genuinely insane. Under the hood lies a 5.2-liter supercharged V8 AS, the very same engine architecture borrowed from the Shelby GT500A, pumping out an earth-shaking 720 horsepower and 680 pound-feet of torque in this latest 2026 version. That's an increase over the outgoing model, and it cements the Raptor R as the most powerful production pickup Ford has ever built. 0 to 60 happens in the mid-4-second range, which is frankly ridiculous for something that weighs over 6,000 pounds. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The 10-speed automatic has been recalibrated for faster shifts, while the 4-wheel drive system with selectable drive modes lets you adapt instantly between rock crawling, mud, snow, Baja blasting, or just everyday driving. The suspension system is built around Foxley valve shocks with next-gen adaptive damping that reads the terrain 500 times per second, making this truck glide over ruts and jumps like it's nothing. Whether you're launching it off dunes or carving through mountain trails, the Raptor R feels surprisingly composed and ready to take more punishment than you're probably willing to give it. Of course, all this performance and presence comes with a price tag. The 2026 Ford Raptor R doesn't come cheap, starting around $113,000 before options. Loaded up with carbon fiber trim, upgraded wheels, or special paint finishes, and you can easily push it toward $125,000. That's supercar money in some cases. But Ford knows exactly who this truck is for. It's not trying to compete with budget-friendly off-roaders. This is for the driver who wants ultimate capability, brutal performance, and a truck that makes a statement everywhere it goes. Against rivals like the Ram TRX, the Raptor R stands tall, offering more refinement inside, cutting-edge suspension tech, and Ford's relentless pursuit of being the king of the desert. So, at the end of the day, what do we think of the 2026 Ford Raptor R? This isn't just a pickup, it's a declaration. It's Ford flexing its engineering muscle and saying they're not ready to let anyone else take the crown in the high-performance truck game. The design screams aggression, the interior balances comfort with toughness, and the performance is on another level. It's expensive, sure, but it delivers an experience few other vehicles on the planet can match. If you want practicality and affordability, this isn't your truck. But if you want one of the wildest, most capable, most thrilling machines you can buy today, the 2026 Raptor R is an apex predator in every sense of the word. That's going to wrap up today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to Car Flash for more real-world reviews where we strip away the hype, and drop a comment letting us know, would you pick the Raptor R over its rivals, or is there another high-performance beast that has your attention? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.